So, you read the title. Is this game good? God, this game's so fucking bad. This game has some glaring issues. First off, holy shit, this server sucked. There were so many issues since day one that were still going on until about last night. Disconnects between screens, between clicks, after fights, during fights that make you repeat the fight, and it'll eat your stamina. It's embarrassing that the game had these issues going on for so damn long. It was just not respecting your time. They even handed out a paltry 20 to 50 summon currency for server issues. A single summon alone is 150, and the servers still weren't fixed until last night. Next is an issue that carries over from previous versions of the game, which is the limited gacha. I waited to drop this video just to see if this would change at all, but nope. You'll get summon tickets and the currency called Mygo throughout the game, but the summon tickets you gain cannot be used on the limited gacha. Besides being shit for free-to-play players, they never clarified this before the banner dropped. They did the same thing on the Southeast Asian version, only big difference is they didn't add the double S rank into the banner this time around. With the big shit out of the way, let's get into the gameplay. You'll see this is very reminiscent of something like Epic 7. You'll have a team of 3 with 3 unique abilities, then up to 2 extra skills depending on the support unit equipped to the main unit. In the center on the left, you'll accumulate points every time one of your own unit's turns pass, and you can spend them to use other skills depending on the cost. For every one of these points used, they get converted into the right side bar called climax points. These points are used for ultimates, and both of these points are shared between the entire team. The animations are pretty cool. I believe they're ripped from the Fighting Climax series, and that's about it. I think the gameplay is pretty fun, and the game has a pretty robust auto system. If you've cleared a stage before, you can then save that run and auto the stage in memory mode. This is probably the best auto mode I've ever seen in a game. All it does is copy what you did in your last run and repeat that. This is such a simple thing, but I can't understand why every game doesn't do this now. Not only that, but depending on how many stars you've gotten on a stage, you can then multiply the amount of stamina you use to increase your rewards for a single run. This makes burning your stamina really easy, and makes it super easy to clear out stamina and put the game down. This is a positive or a negative depending on who you are. For me, it makes this an easy side game. Taking a look at a unit, there's all kinds of shit here to upgrade. You got levels, stars for base stats, skill levels, gear, awakenings if you're a whale, and last is talents. Only really unique thing here are those talents. You get more depending on the rank of unit you have, and these can be rerolled using dupe fragments from summons, or what I'll call the rainbow fragments, which can be gotten from events or purchased. These individual talents are ranked by the basic number and a color. As you reroll all of these, you have a shot at ranking up your units. This means even if you pull a C, you can eventually get that up to an S rank, currently the highest in game. That's pretty dope, but this is also a huge investment. Going into this game's options for modes is pretty insane. Knock this game all you want, but goddamn, this game has so many modes. From the top going down, we have a tower, gear farm, survival mode, gold farm, preset trials with preset teams, dispatch system, PvP, beat a boss's ass for points to get the highest rank mode, real-time arena with equalized stats, and you pick any unit on the list even if you don't own it, the random events that friends can post for random shit mode, and this last one. Haven't unlocked it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's also unique. Yeah, that's a lot of modes. The only complaints I have with all of these is that each have their own limitations to how many you can do per day or week. Some of these it'd be pretty cool to just run them whenever you'd like the co-op mode. There's also guild dungeons which are super basic, but hey, they're there. And the last thing I want to go over is the dreadful gacha. This will make or break any mobile game. Starting with the basic gacha, you can summon using tickets or 150 Mygo for each pull. The highest rank is S, which is only a 1.5% rate. This is pretty shit, and it's split between every unit in the game, both main and supports. I'll tell people now, when it comes to the basic banners, don't use your Mygo on these. The real whale bait are these occasional limited banners. These are going to be the strongest units you can get in the game, and as mentioned before, you cannot use regular summon tickets on these, only the limited tickets and Mygo. All of these banners have so far had a guarantee at 91 pulls. This isn't too bad compared to something like Last Claudia with 300 for a guarantee, but these rates are straight ass. These limited banners are also super not free-to-play friendly. MyGo is scarce unless you are hardcore saving, which is probably what I'd recommend. These are pretty much the gachas you'll be rolling on, maybe Impression as well, but no clue what that is yet as you have to hit player rank 40. A cool thing going on right now though is a free S rank selector for clearing the launch event we got going on. It'll take a few days though, as you'll have to progress all the way to rank 35 content. And if you want to spend $10, you can get a selector 10 pull, which you can reroll infinitely for whatever S rank you want. General consensus says the S rank units you'll most likely want out of these are Asuna, Kuroyuki Hime or Izaya for single target damage, Shana or Miyuki for AoE, and for healers Ako, Tomoka, or Kojio. There's also no real easy way to reroll, as you don't get multiple pulls at the start of the game. In conclusion, do I think you should play this game? I'd say give it a try. Luckily the server issues are now fixed, but these were a complete dumpster fire, and luckily nobody else is hopefully going to have to go through with this again. I think the gameplay itself is fun, but it has a lot of shit around the actual gameplay that gets in the way of having fun. I'd say if you don't take the game seriously, play it casually, and are into the Dengeki Bunko franchises, then you could enjoy the game. I'll probably cover this for a bit as I'm not taking it so seriously anymore, but ultimately I don't think the game is worth your time. Just play E7 or wait for Exo's Heroes. Thanks for watching everyone. Let me know what you thought of this video's format for first impressions down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. Drop a like if the video helped you, and subscribe for future mobile gaming content. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.